napkins for you.
Oh, hey. Glad. Always prepared. For the old part. I know you. That was very unexpected. Been sitting there for
Yeah, it's been there since we got here.
Yep. No, that's right. I'm sorry, that's right. They went in. They went in already. Yeah.
Senior football player. We apologize because you probably weren't notified of this, but we are telling you now, if you are a parent of a senior Lincoln High School football player, please report to the south end of the field. We are going to recognize you and your son tonight as well. The cheerleaders are already down there, lined up with their folks already, and also if you're a senior manager, please report down there as well. We're going to introduce you as part of the introduction tonight before we start the game. We got a lot to look forward to tonight. The Lincoln High School Red Raider Marching Band is going to perform before the game and at halftime as well. And we're going to have the dance team also perform at halftime. So lots of good stuff happening here tonight. I want to welcome the fans and parents from Marshfield High School and wish them good luck in tonight's game. The Football Booster Club concession stands are located in the northeast corner of the business side of the field in the Morton building. Also, we sell Rocker Coco's Pizza in the small movable stand north of the home bleachers. And the Hockey Booster Refresher concession stand is located as part of the hockey building on the southwest corner of our facility. Bathrooms are located in the hockey building and can be accessed next to the south hockey concession area. Again, remind everyone that vaping, use of tobacco products, and smoking is prohibited on Lincoln High School grounds.
Welcome to the Hillers True Value pregame show. Hillers is your Milwaukee Tool headquarters. Stop at Hillers now and get $100 off your next Milwaukee Tool purchase. No trades needed. Hillers will not be undersold. Hillers True Value on South Central Avenue in Marshfield.
You don't know about me, when I come through, all the haters get hot. Cause I got more game, more cheese in the bank, more rain. My dogs on dubs, yours ain't. My dogs do whatever, yours can't. That's gonna make you get up out your seat.
I'm in the house.
I'm in the house!
I'm in the house.
The Zaleski Sports Show Game of the Week is Spencer Columbus at Colby. Here's Colby Hornet head coach Jim Hagan. So potential conference championship on the line here for sure. Playoff seedings out of this. What's the importance of Friday's game?
Well, I think the importance of Friday's game is all the things that you've just said. You know, there's the conference championship. I'm not saying could be on the line, but certainly whoever wins this game has an advantage of maybe becoming conference champs at some point. It definitely helps for seeding purposes also, because last year we went into the seed meeting at 6-3, and I thought we'd get a pretty good seed, and then we find out who was in our bracket, so yeah, I mean, if we can go into that seed meeting with a better record than 6-3, I'd like to think we could get in there with a 7-2 or 8-1 or who knows. But yeah, that certainly has an impact on a seeding meeting, and we haven't hosted a home playoff game since 2012, so we'd certainly love to have a home game once for the playoffs.
Let's talk about the mentality of your team right now. You as a coach, you've got a delicate balance here. You've got guys, they've won a bunch of games, so they should be confident, but they can't be too confident. What's the mood of the team right now in practice this week?
I think they're pretty loose. We had a pretty light practice on Monday night, last night, and, very upbeat. We watch film like we do every Monday, and they were very focused on when we were watching our game from Friday night against Fall Creek. And then, we did show some of the Spencer film, and they, like I said, they were very focused. They listened very well to what we had to say as coaches. I think our guys are excited. It's homecoming week in addition to this, so I think it really adds to the overall flavor of the game, and I think there's going to be a lot of excitement in the air on Friday night, and it's, two schools being, 10 miles apart or so. I think it'll be a great crowd and just a wonderful evening for football.
We'll get back to your guys here in just a minute, but for just a moment, let's talk real quick about Spencer and Spencer Columbus, and one in particular, Logan Zernitz.
Yeah.
He's a mauler on the offensive line, and just when you think, hey, boy, we got him out off the field, they didn't score, 3 and out, whatever it is, then he comes back on the field on defense.
Yeah.
How do you handle a guy like that?
Well, I'm not sure that we have anybody, on our field that can handle him one-on-one. He's definitely a horse. He's going to, from what I've been told, he's going to go play Division I somewhere. And, we're going to have our hands full of that guy, in addition to there's several other players on their team that are quite capable of causing havoc on the team. But what I told our offensive coordinator the other day in our Sunday night meeting, I said, we are going to have to move the football, because we need to keep their offense off the field because they're very explosive, they're very fast. And with him being, at guard, when he pulls, he's looking to block somebody, and he's looking to do it fast and physical. And again, we're just looking forward to the game, but we're definitely going to have to move the football to keep their offense off the field.
Most people in the area that watch Central Wisconsin football, they know Colby Hornet defense is pretty good, and I think that's kind of the tone around the area. So offensively then, what do you need to do on Friday?
Offensively, we need to move the ball consistently. I mean, we have some big play capabilities, with Reese Kellenhofer and Tyler Clement in the backfield. I'm not, I'm hoping we can break some big plays, but I'm thinking, we're going to have to meticulously at times take it down the field, get some first downs, and just, that's going to be very important for us early in the game to be able to move the football and get some confidence to know that we can play with these guys.
You can also watch Edgar at Laconia and Marshfield at Wisconsin Rapids. All games start at 6:30 on Friday. Go to ZalewskiSportsShow.com. Thank you for watching the Hillers True Value Pregame Show. Hillers is your Milwaukee Tool headquarters. Stop at Hillers now to get $100 off your next Milwaukee Tool purchase and no trades needed. Hillers will not be undersold. Hillers True Value on South Central Avenue in Marshfield.
We were down 13-0 at halftime to Wausau West.
And featured the movie Risky Business, starring Tom
Or
Cruise.
no, they were
You
Specials
simply
winning
can't
13-0
go wrong with this timeless
at
hit,
halftime.
old-time rock and roll.
We had one other coach when that one went down to 5 seconds.
Oh, the Kakana one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little guy kicking field goals or extra points.
Didn't quite get it up high enough. There's a text box here.
enjoy this sizzling Latin-style hit from Pitbull and John Ryan. Fireball.
That's my grandson.
Which one?
Doing there.
Doing kicking? Or doing a kick?
Yeah. His dad's an assistant coach, defensive coach.
There you go. Oh. It was high enough.
Yeah. Cloudy on the way all the way. It's nice to see a little break in the clouds.
Oh, yeah.
Kick it up there.
There you go. Oh! Yeah, we got a couple big, or just quick downpours today in Rapids. Just a couple heavy downpours. Just late this morning and early this afternoon. Just a straight cloud.
Yeah, that must have been the one that we got. Yep. I got an inch.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
We're coming to you live from Southwood County 2000 Field here on the beautiful campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School for this Valley Football Association West Showdown between the visiting Marshfield Tigers and the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sam Ayers alongside Lindsey Rasmussen as we get you ready for this showdown. Marshfield coming in a 13-7 win last week over the Smash Panthers to improve to 5-0 overall. They are the number 8 team in their respective division. 5-0 overall, 4-0 in the VFA West under the tutelage of Dennis Gadel, as they are just about ready to introduce the seniors from the football team along with the dance team and the cheer squad, as the Marshfield Tigers waiting their turn to come onto the field. So the game will get going just a little bit later. The Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders coming in 2-3 overall, 1-3 in the VFA West under head coach Tony Biolo. They won big last week over the Wausau East Lumberjacks, 40-14, and before that they fell to the Neenah Rockets 33-0 here at home. That was one of those couple Thursday night games that the Red Raiders have this year. Back to the Marshfield Tigers. Again, 13-7 win over the Smash Panthers a week ago. They were trailing 7-6 after one half of play and then scored in the fourth quarter and held Smash on a big goal line stand at the end of the game. And then a week before that, on September 7th, they took out the Kaukauna Galloping Ghosts 24-21 on a last-second field goal over in Kaukauna. Last year, these two teams met up in Marshfield. The Lincoln Red Raiders taking that one 28-21, a nail-biter up at Beale. Just going through some numbers for each team. For the Lincoln Red Raiders, Austin Pilot, their quarterback. He is their leading passer. On Wisp Sports, they just had through 4 games on Wisconsin Rapids. Through those 4 games, he was 46 of 105, just 44%. He threw for 621 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Rushing, Nash Coombs, their leading rusher, 57 attempts, 242 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Dylan Lazitza, their leading wide receiver, 16 catches, 276 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the Red Raiders. For the Marshfield Tigers, Ryan Krieger, 55% passing this year for the Tigers' senior quarterback. 600 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions for Krieger. Rushing leaders, Brant Bowman, 72 rushes, 469 yards, which is good for 6.5 yards per rushing attempt. He has 7 touchdowns on the year. Receiving, Isaac Meverden, 16 receptions, 221 yards, and 4 touchdowns. On the defensive side, they have been dominant so far. Behind Bentley Schwanebeck Osterman, 51 total tackles, 28 of them solo, as the Lincoln Red Raiders come out in their usual way, bringing out that American flag. Last week it was the Military Appreciation Night, and every single player on with a flag. We're going to step aside and have the national anthem here at Southwood County 2000 football field. As usual, fantastic job by the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raider High School Pep Band. We get they're still waiting the cheer squad, but the Marshfield Tigers are about to be introduced, as they just introduced the head coach for the Marshfield Tigers, Dennis Gadel, and the whole Marshfield Tigers team coming out and being introduced as a whole. We'd like to always thank our sponsors all year long, and for they're still going through the senior, now the cheer squad. But again, as usual, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, especially Solaris, Bring Cycle and Fitness, Grace's Family Restaurant, Make Automotive, and Midstate Technical College, as they're going to have the cheer squad and then the seniors for the Lincoln Red Raiders, as we get you ready once again for Valley Football Association action in the Western Division of this conference now. Marshfield Tigers and the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. With a win here tonight, Marshfield could clinch. Marshfield Tigers could clinch a playoff spot already here in week number 6. It's really hard to believe already that it is week 6 of the high school football season. After this, Marshfield has a home game against Oshkosh North, and then a home game against DC Everest, the last one at Beale on October 5th. They host the DC Everest Evergreens, and that will be one heck of a celebration up in Marshfield for that ball game. As Wisconsin Rapids, after this one here tonight, they will host the Wausau West Warriors next Friday night right here at Southwood County 2000 Field. And then after that, they head to Spash on October 5th, and then they head up to DC Everest on October 12th. So just after this, just 3 weeks left, and then playoff time. As right now, the way that Marshfield is playing, you would like to think that they would eventually have another home game, as they might be able to host a playoff game the way that they are playing right now, 5-0 overall, 4-0 in the VFA West, as they continue to play very, very good football, as they are done announcing the Lincoln seniors. And we are just about to get ready for opening kickoff here in Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids needs to start getting on the winning side of things if they want to make the playoffs. A fantastic season a year ago, and then this year that again lost a lot of fantastic seniors last year, but they have their hands full here as usual against the Marshfield Tigers. It looks like Wisconsin Rapids will be set to receive on the right side. They will be going right to left as we see it, and as you watch here on Focus on Marshfield. Again, Steve Mavs alongside Lindsey Rasmussen, just doing all the work on the camera and computer to make sure everything comes through tonight without a hitch. Back to receive for the Red Raiders, Nathan Schooley and Peter Rucker. Rucker, a fantastic game a week ago, a couple touchdowns, and all-around fantastic game a week ago for Rucker and the Red Raiders. Marshfield will kick things off from left to right. Mason Coffrin, wide receiver, kicker, and punter. He made that game-winning field goal against Kaukauna just a couple of weeks ago. He'll be kicking from the 40-yard line as we get things going here in Wisconsin Rapids. Schooley and Rucker. And end over end kick, and Rucker will take it and will bounce off his hand and go through the back of the end zone. And that is where the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders will start at their own 20-yard line. As first kick at 7:06. They are awaiting a ball. First and 10 for the Red Raiders. It's 51 degrees here in Wisconsin Rapids. The wind is northwest at 9 miles an hour. Chilly night. It is just going to keep on getting chillier. Austin Pilot, the quarterback in the shotgun formation, pistol formation. He gives it up the middle and gets stripped up, does Nate Coombs. And a gain of a couple. And then it's going to be 2nd and 7. Coombs picks up 3 on his first rushing attempt. They give him 2. But it's going to be 2nd and 8. Ball on the 22 with 11:30 to go in the opening quarter. We get things going. Shotgun formation again. Pilot back to pass. Near side. It's going to be caught in immediately. Tackled. They're going to say that he caught it. Nathan Schooley at the 25. A gain of 3. Bushak with the tackle. Immediately. A great job there by Bushak. And it's going to be 3rd and 6. Just a gain of 2. So big 3rd down already here on the opening drive for the Red Raiders. Marshfield 4-2 has back to pass again as not Peli. It's going to be caught at the 30. They should give them the forward progress. They will, but there's going to be a penalty. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be illegal shift on the Red Raiders. So Pilot is... Oh, it is Austin Pilot back. Lazitza is number 4. Pilot number 1, the quarterback. And it's going to march him right back as the Red Raiders did have the first down at the 31-yard line, but will be marched backwards on the illegal shift. He's going to march him back to the 24-yard line. The 19-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 11. With 10:45 to go. So a big penalty there on the opening drive. Talked to Coach Biolo a couple weeks ago, and he said penalties are killer, and that is a big penalty early on. Pilot shotgun formation. Gets the snap, gives it up to Combs on the right side to the 20, the 25. He breaks it out to the 30, the 35 on the far side, 40. And he's going to keep on going and run out of bounds at the... They're going to mark him out. They're going to mark him out at the 39-yard line. So Rapids, 44-yard line. As Rapids needed 11. They got 25. So 1st and 10 from the 44 with 10:15 to go. So just a quick draw play to Coombs, and he picks up the big play. Pilot again. He's going to give it to Coombs up the middle, past the 45, and that is where he's going to be taken down and dropped back. Going to be a gain. They mark him in between the 46 and 47. They'll put him at the 47. And it's going to be a gain of 3, and it's going to be 2nd and 7. Coombs already 31 yards on the ground. Shotgun formation again in motion. They're going to give it to Schooley up the middle again. He bounces out to the right side, the 45, the 40, the 35. He's got room past the 25 and inside the 25. And Nash Coombs continues to pound the ground on the far side, and another first down for the Red Raiders. To the 23 23-yard line. 22-yard line. So another big gain on the ground for Nash Coombs. Wisconsin Rapids has 3 receivers near side. One on the far side. Shotgun formation again for Pilat. He's back to pass. Has pressure in him. Gives it to Lazitza and past the 20 to around the 16-yard line and a gain of 5. And it's going to be 2nd and 5 at the 16. So after the penalty, Rapids is marching right down the field. 2nd and 5, 9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Gives it to Coombs on the far side. He's got room. Bounces past, but gets ripped down. Nice tackle there on the far side. That's going to be 3rd and 1. A gain of 4. Alex Werman on the tackle on that one. 3rd and 1 for the Red Raiders. Inside the red zone at the 12. Pistol formation with Coombs behind Pilat. And has the run rush on, and he's going to get tripped up. Going to be close at the 11. Needed 1.5. In between the 10 and 11, they are going to give it to him. 1st and goal. No, 1st and 10. And Rapids has the ball right before the 10. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 11. Pilat getting the play from the sideline. Has 2 receivers far side. That's Schooley and Lazitza. Wallner near side. Pistol formation. Schooley up the middle. Nash Coombs gets met immediately and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. May have gained a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9 at the 10. Wisconsin Rapids in their home red tops, white pants, white helmets, red lettering on the W and R on the helmet. We'll get to Marshfield's color scheme in just a second. Shotgun formation again for Austin Pilat. And here comes the pressure. Has his receiver over the top. One-handed catch by Wallner. What a catch by Sam Wallner. Inside the 5 to the 4. What a catch by Wallner. I've seen him make some great plays this year, but that is a play that you'll see for a long time in high school football, especially on these highlights. That was unbelievable. The ball way over his head, reached up with his one hand, and now it's 3rd and 4 from the 5. Shotgun formation again for Pilat. He gives it to Coombs, bounces it in between the tackle and the guard, and he reaches over, and he's going to be stopped at the 1-yard line. And they were able to get that first down. And they're, 1.5-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. Inside the 1. This is where Marshfield was dominant last week against the Smash Panthers, holding them on that last drive. Pilat trying to get his last play, or getting his play. Halfway through the first quarter already, 6 minutes to go. Rapids has had the ball the whole time. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Pilat shotgun formation. Gives it to Combs on the far side. Has room inside the 1. Touchdown, Wisconsin Rapids. A methodical, perfect drive for the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. 6 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. And it's 6-0 Wisconsin Rapids. All capped off by the big 25-yard run by Nash Coombs on the 3rd and 11 into attempt the PAT. The ball is down, the ball is up and right into the line, and it is no good. by Mac Lucas. With 5:46 to go in the first quarter, it is Wisconsin Rapids 6 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville.
Back to Southwood County 2000 Field here in Wisconsin Rapids as the Red Raiders go 6 minutes and 14 seconds on a 80-yard drive and take a 6-0 lead. The PAT off the back of the center by Mac Lucas, and it was no good. He'll kick from the 40-yard line, working right to left. And a little pooch kick to the sideline, and now it's going to roll out of bounds at the 30. And Marshfield will have fantastic field position to start their first drive here this evening. As Ryan Krieger back to take the helm for the Red Raiders, or for the Marshfield Tigers. They're going to have them re-kick. They're going to back up a few yards, and they're going to have them re-kick at the 35-yard line. Mac Lucas had a little pooch kick to see if his team could get down and recover it, but took a wicked bounce and went out of bounds. Lucas stands just 3 yards behind the ball. Working right to left, he'll kick from the 35, and another pooch kick to the sideline. It's going to be taken at the 35. It's dropped, and Marshfield will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Now Krieger will come out and have an opportunity. Ryan Krieger, 55% through passing, 600 yards on the year already. 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Brant Bowman, the leading rusher for the Tigers, 72 attempts, 469 yards, and 7 touchdowns for the Marshfield Tigers. Krieger, shotgun formation. In motion goes Bowman, and he pitches it to Bowman on the far side. Rapids able to corral him, and he goes nowhere. Maybe lost a half a yard. Had it sniffed out perfectly, did the Red Raiders. 2nd and 10 at the 39. 5:35 to go in our opening quarter. Marshfield looking for win number 6 on the year, which would put them into into the playoffs. Shotgun formation again is Krieger. Motion again. They're going to back to pass. Has his receiver at the 40. Breaks a couple tackles. Past the 45. And it'll be 3rd and manageable for Joey Gadel on the catch and run. Isaac Meverton, the top receiver for the Marshfield Tigers. 16 receptions on the year, 221 yards and 4 touchdowns. So it'll be 3rd and short, 3rd and 2 at the 47. Coming near side is Meverton as the receiver. Double split back shotgun formation for Krieger. He gives it up the middle of the Bowman. Has room past the 45 into Rapids territory. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 42, 42 and a half. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Marshfield Tigers. A week ago, Marshfield, number 9 team in the state. This week, number 8 after knocking off the Spash Panthers. And again, shotgun formation for Krieger. in motion again and gives it up to Bowman up the middle. Counter play, has room past the 35 to the 30. Stiff arms his defender and gets run out of bounds at the 24-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Marshfield Tigers. Five minutes to go now here in the first quarter. Wisconsin Rapids taking over half the quarter on their opening drive. Krieger in shotgun formation. Back there with him is Isaiah Byron. Up the middle goes past the 20. And Krieger coming out of the scrum was Justin Weefel, but Krieger has had the ball and he went down, and it's going to be 2nd and 5 at the 19. With 4:35 to go here in the first quarter. Lining up on the far side, Joey Gadel, near side Meverton. Shotgun formation again with two running backs. Gives it up the middle, has room, breaks a couple tackles inside the 15. Caden Pierce. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 19. Four 10 to go in the first quarter. Krieger getting his play from the sideline. Two receivers near side, two to the far side. With him back there is Byrell. On his left side, gives it, keeps it this time, and it's met immediately. Takes a couple Red Raiders with him, but gets plowed back to the 15-yard line. Forward progress will give him no gain on the play. They will give him a yard on that play with the forward progress. 3:30 to go in the opening quarter. Marshfield giving up a touchdown on the first drive, but then coming back and putting a methodical drive of their own together. Shotgun again, gives it up to Bowman. He keeps it past the 10, breaks a tackle, and into the end zone touchdown. Brett Bowman with his 8th rushing touchdown of the year, and it's all tied up. Just 2 minutes and 36 seconds later. And they're going to take it on the far side. A little trick play and into the end zone is good for the 2-point conversion. Caden Pierce takes it on the tricky play on the 2-point conversion. And with 3:10 to go in the first quarter, it's Marshfield 8 and the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders 6. We'll be back with a kickoff right after this.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together. Partners Bank.
Back to Lincoln High School, where the Marshfield Tigers now have an 8-6 lead. They started their drive at their own 39-yard line. Coffrin back to kick, left to right, and this one's going to bounce into the end zone for another touchback right off the field goal post. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Red Raiders. They took over 6 minutes off the clock in their opening drive. A couple of big rushes by Coombs. And Marshfield leads 8-6 here in the first quarter. Other games going on around the area. Wausau West is at Spash. That game started at 4 o'clock. DC Evers headed to Escanaba went up to Michigan for a game, and Coombs takes that one past the 22 to the 23-yard line, a gain of 3 more. And 2nd and 7 at the 23. Nash Coombs, one of the senior leaders on this Red Raiders team. And just trying to figure out a play is Austin Pilot. They are taking a very, very long time to figure it out. Get the play, go into the huddle, and call it. And they're counting already. Back judge is counting already as they're going to need a timeout. They took a long, long time to get that play into the huddle. And Rapids will burn their first timeout here in quarter number 1. They had the play called, went into the huddle, and that back judge was calling already. As you look at the Marshfield Tigers defense, giving up a touchdown in their opening drive, but then able to block that PAT to hold Rapids to just a field goal, or just a touchdown, excuse me. Marshfield came down in just 2 minutes and 36 seconds to take the lead at 8-6. A little nifty 2-point conversion play. They had Kruger lined up in shotgun, and then they had all sorts of people lined up on the far side and the near side, and Pierce is able to take it and run it in. 2:27 to go, first quarter. 2nd and 7 at the 23. Back to pass as Pilot gives it and up the middle, and a great pass and great catch and a nice tackle there by Nolan Hurdle. 1st and 10. Right past the 30 at the 31 as Austin Pilot another pass completion. Nathan Schooley with the reception and a gain of 8. Far side is Lazitza. Wallner near side along with Schooley in the slot. Schooley is in motion. He flips it to Schooley on the far side, has a lot of room. Spin move and breaks a couple tackles past the 40, and another first down for Nathan Schooley at the 42-yard line, a gain of 11. And it's 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. First and 10 for Wisconsin Rapids. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Again, taking quite a while is Pilot to get the play in. Wallner already lined up near side right on the numbers. 3 receivers now to the near side. And back to passes. Pilot has his receiver Wallner at the 50 inside Marshfield territory. Gets strike down at the 48-yard line, and another first down for Wisconsin Rapids. 1:25 to go in the first quarter. Rapids marching again. Pistol formation with Coombs behind Pilot. Lazitza way behind the line. And they're going to give it to Coombs on the far side, breaks it, or on the near side, breaks the tackle, moves past the 47 to the 46, and a gain of a couple at the 46-yard line. 50 seconds to go, first quarter. Rapids marching, trying to march down the field again. Couple of big pass plays. Couple of big runs by Schooley and Coombs on this drive. Shotgun formation again. Back to pass. Over to Wallner, near side, 40-yard line, caught and dragged out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7. And it'll be 3rd and 1. 24 seconds to go in the first quarter. Besides the quick 2-minute drive by Marshfield, Rapids has controlled this game so far, but Marshfield leads with 24 seconds to go. Tigers no stranger to this part. Shotgun formation is Pilot. They bring the blitz. Coombs beats the blitz up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. It's going to be very, very close. The far official is right on the line. They're going to put it on the 38. And the head official is going to see if he can measure with his eyes. And they're going to give him the first down. Tried to mark it with his eyes, and he did so, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. The clock will run, and that will be it for the first quarter. Wisconsin Rapids an 80-yard drive with 6 minutes and 14 seconds gone off the clock. They score. Marshfield comes back with just 2 minutes and 36 seconds taken off the clock, and they score. So after 1 quarter of play at Southwood County 2000 Field here on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids, it is Marshfield Tigers 8 and the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders 6. We'll be back after this with the second quarter.
V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today.
Welcome back to Lincoln High School as Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10 at the 38. We start the second quarter. The Marshfield Tigers ahead 8-6. Back to pass. Lazitsa catches it, breaks a tackle past the 30 of the 25, and his speed inside the 10, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. 33-yard catch and run. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Red Raiders just 9 seconds into the second quarter. Start of the game at 51 degrees, just went down a single degree, 50 degrees as we start this second quarter. And Rapids with an opportunity to get back on top. Nash Coombs behind Austin Pilot, 2 receivers near side, Wallner to the far side. Gives it to Coombs up the middle and gets walloped right at the 4. Lost a yard. And it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 5. Pilot getting the play every single time from the sideline. And at times that's troublesome because as we saw late in the first quarter, they couldn't get the play in on time and the back judge was counting. They had to burn a timeout. But it'll be 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Pilot shotgun formation. Back to pass. And a little screen play on the far near side. Dylan Lazitska with the catch. And a touchdown for the Red Raiders. 5-yard touchdown pass. Don't want to say it was a pick play, but it was pretty darn close. And it's 12-8 now. And they're going to try for the 2-point conversion. See Coach Gato on the far side, not happy with the non-call. But Rapids takes the lead. Just a minute and 14 seconds into this second quarter. Near side is Lazitsa again. The ball is placed at the 3. Wallner far side. And they're counting again. Pilot doesn't see him. as get the snap off in time. And it's going to be perfectly defended on the far side. The 2-point conversion is no good. And with 10:46 to go in the first half, it is Rapids 12 and Marshfield 8. Will be back with the kickoff right after this.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Chili Implement.
Back to Wisconsin Rapids as the Red Raiders with a 12-8 lead here with 10:46 to go in the second quarter. Again, as always, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors that help us put these games on. Without them, we would not be able to come to these games and live stream them for the fine people that aren't able to make it out. As we'd like to give a special shout out after this kickoff, and that one again will go out of bounds. Lucas struggling to kick for the Red Raiders, but like to give out a special shout out to Solaris, Brings Cycle and Fitness, Make Automotive, and Midstate Technical College, along with Grace's Family Restaurant. Went there a couple weeks ago, and man, that is some fantastic food at Grace's Family Restaurant over by Shopko and Cops, just down the street here from Lincoln High School. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Head over there and pick up some fantastic food. Lucas back to kick again at the 35 after his kick out of bounds. That was going to be lined and taken at the 30-yard line near side. Has room, slips, and breaks a couple tackles and takes it past the 45 to the 46-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. For as Meverden with the kick return. I was down on the field earlier, and you saw Meverden slip a little bit. And that field, after the rain and the storms that went through Wisconsin last night, the field is very slushy, really sloppy, and hard to get my footing just walking around there earlier tonight. 1st and 10 for the Marshfield Tigers. Kruger in shotgun formation and going to pitch it out to the far side. That's Pearson. He's going to break a couple tackles past the 40 to the 35, and he's going to go all the way. Marshfield Tigers go 54 yards on 54 yards on the opening play, on their first play of the drive, and it's 14-12, just seconds into their drive. And the 2-point conversion again, far side. Rapids was ready for it again, but Marshfield falls forward and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They go ahead with 10:27 to go in the opening half. It is now Marshfield 16 and Wisconsin Rapids 12. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. Back to Lincoln High School as Rucker and Scully back to receive again. Coffrin's 2 kicks have been through the end zone so far. Has been unable to return any of them so far. Coffrin, one of the top kickers in the conference, if not the top kicker in the conference, kicking right to left. 10:27 to go in the opening half. That one is a big booming. End over end kick as Rucker will take it at the 7-yard line. He's got room up the middle and a fumble, and it's off the back of a Red Raider, and Marshfield takes over. Rucker fumbles off of the back of I believe it was off of a Red Raider, and recovering it was Nolan Hurdle. Fell right into his arms, and Marshfield, will take over 1st and 10 at the 23. So Rapids gets their first opportunity to return a kick, and it is fumbled by Rucker, and Marshfield will have the ball in fantastic field position again. As the fine crowd from Marshfield over on the far side, letting us be heard. Kruger has it, and it's going to be stopped. Another broken tackle, but ripped down past the 25 to the 23-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd and 9, a gain of just a yard. Caden Pierce with the reception. It's one thing that I've seen so far between Rapids and Marshfield is that Marshfield has somebody come in and bring in their plays every time. Kruger, shotgun formation again, back to pass. Blitz is on, caught, and whipped around as Bowman with the reception. And a gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd and 3 from the 16. Under 10 minutes to go. 9-10 to go in the second quarter. Split backs. Flank Krieger. And it's going to be up the middle, and I don't think he got it. Maybe gained a half a yard. And maybe gained a yard. It's going to be 4th and 1 at the 15. 4th and 2, from the 15-yard line. A big down early for Wisconsin Rapids defense. It's one of those times when you look for a hard count. Got to watch the ball on this 4th and 2. Pistol formation is Kruger. In motion, gives it up the middle. Kruger keeps it, and he's going to fall forward. I don't know. Oh, he got past the 15-yard line, and the spot, Marshfield doesn't like the spot given. The offense is marching off the field, and it's going to be an official timeout and a measurement. The Marshfield Tigers got to get out of the way a little bit so the chain gang can do what they need to do. It's going to be close, and they didn't get it. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. What a stop for the Red Raiders defense after giving up a fumble on the kickoff. Rapids stops Marshfield, and it is a 3 and out, and Lincoln will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 14. They needed 2. They got 1.5. And it is going to be 1st and 10 for Rapids. Ball on the 13. 16-12 in favor of the Marshfield Tigers. Coach Biolo and crew talking to his defense. Up the middle goes Coombs. No, as it's going to be kept by Pilot and gets leveled on the far side. And he is slow getting up. Lowered a shoulder into Pilot was Jackson Ott. And Pilot is... Pilot got leveled. Put his shoulder... The defender putting his shoulder right into Pilot, slow getting up. And it is going to be 2nd and 4. Just making Little precautionary. Now Austin Hensley, the 6-foot senior, weighing in at 165 pounds. And it's going to be his game now, as long as, let's see if Pilot will be able to come back in. Gives it up the middle, and going to be whipped down, and maybe gained a yard, did Nash Coombs. Gain a couple, 3rd and 2 at the 21-yard line. So another opportunity for now Marshfield's defense to get off the field. 7:30 to go here in the first half. They're taking a very, very long time. I don't think they'll be able to get this one off. Back judge counting already. There's no way. They're going to have to call a timeout, and they do. That one took even longer than the first time they needed to call a timeout. And second timeout taken by the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders, who are coached by Tony Biolo. Rapids 2-3 this year. They knocked off with Wausau East last week, along with Oshkosh North in week number 2. They have had an extremely tough schedule this year. They had to go up to Kaukauna, got blown out by the Galloping Ghosts. And then the week after that, they had to come home and face the Kimberly Papermakers, who in week 1 got knocked off for the first time in 70 games. In week 1, they lost to Fond du Lac. And then week 3, they headed up to Oshkosh, took on North. Then they came back. And if it wasn't any easier, they had to play Neenah the next week. And they got shut out 33-0 by the Neenah Rockets. We'll have more on Wisconsin Rapids' schedule. Hensley in shotgun formation. He's back to pass. And he's going to not escape. Nice job by the Marshfield defense. The rush was by Justin Stanek, as it's going to be 4th down with 7 minutes to go. And you could hear the Rapids coaching staff yelling punt, and they are going to be back to punt. But after the game against the Neenah Rockets, then they had that game against Wausau East last week. And they find themselves at 2-3. Rugby punt by Lazitza. Now it's going to bounce at the 40, roll to the 45, 46-yard line. And Marshfield will have great field position again. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of the Red Raiders. So, again, like we said, the Red Raiders will have Wausau West coming into town next week, and then they have to head up to Spash and head to DC Everest, their last 2 games of the year. They have had a stretch of 4 straight home games. They hosted Neenah and then Wausau East. They're hosting Marshfield obviously tonight, and then they host Wausau West. They haven't been on the road in a month, and now it's going to be tackled in the backfield. Nice job in the Dakota Schatz with the tackle. The 6-foot senior read it perfectly, and it's going to be 2nd down as Caden Pierce tried to bounce it outside, and was unable to. It's going to be 2nd and 13 with 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Like I said, other games going on. Wausau West was at Spash. That game started at 4 o'clock. Back to pass. As Kruger again has his receiver coming back to the ball. Caught. And a fantastic catch on the sideline. Fought for. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Marshfield Tigers. Joey Gadel just towering over his defender. They needed 13. And they got 15. 1st and 10 for the Marshfield Tigers. With 5:40 to go. in motion again. They're going to flip it back to Bowman. He's got room and was not finding his blockers. That's going to be 1st and 10. It's going to be on that 1st and 10, a gain of maybe 2 or 3. Going to be 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line. Haven't seen Austin Pilat on the sidelines. Not really sure, quite sure where he went. Coming off after the big hit on the Rapids' last drive. In motion again goes Bowman. And it fakes the flip. Kruger has it. Finds his receiver wide open at the 20-yard line. And gets tripped up past the 15, inside the 15 to the 12 and a half. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Krieger had 2 Red Raiders, defenders in his face. Is able to sneak past him and flip it over to Pierce. And Pierce is able to break another tackle and get the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun formation again. And gives it up the middle and met immediately as Bowman. And maybe a gain of a single yard to the 10. Well, they gave him 2, and it's going to be 2nd and 8 at the 10. Creeping under 4, just about under 4 minutes to go in the second half. Our Zaleski Sports Show Game of the Week. Spencer Columbus is at Colby tonight. Don't forget to check out all of our highlights from all games around the area. And Krieger back to pass again. And Rapids defenders in his face. Has his receiver wide open. Tipped away. And incomplete. Rapids has been able to get into Krieger's face. Into his pocket. Make him scramble a little bit. And that time almost had his receiver open. Going to be 3rd and 8 at the 10. 3:41 to go in the second quarter. Back to pass again is Kruger. Has his receiver wide open. Into the end zone. And touchdown goes Bowman. Brant Bowman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Marshfield in that wacky 2-point conversion. Formation again. Krieger has it on the snap, and it's going to be punt. 2-point conversion is good. And now with 3:35 to go in the opening half, it is the Marshfield Tigers stretching their lead out, now leading 24-12. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
Back to Lincoln High School as student section over on the Marshfield Tigers side as they traveled very well to see their Tigers bounce out to a 24-12 lead. We're trailing 6-0 after halfway through the first quarter. Their scoring drives have been quick and methodical so far. As back to kick again is Coffin, Rucker, and Scully back to receive. And going to be taken by Scully at the 10 and slips at the 20. We'll take it 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders, and still do not see any sign of Austin Pilat. Took a shoulder shiver to the chest on a scramble. in their last drive. As Austin Hensley will still quarterback for the Red Raiders. Wallner on the far side. Lazitza and Scully near side. Coombs behind Hensley. Scully in motion. Gives it up to Coombs up the middle. Has room. Pounds it. Fumbles it again into the arms of a lineman. And Marshfield, or as Rapids, will take it. Chandler Vernwink with the recovery. So another fumble for Rapids as Nash Coombs is coming off a little slow. As they popped it out of his hands and right into the arms of Vernwink. Now it's going to be 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line with 3 minutes to go. Coombs coming off a little gingerly as well. And it's going to be in motion again as Scully gives it up to Rucker and gets whipped down, taken down, and it's 1st and 10. Now at the 34, gain of 4 on the play. Rucker again, a great game a week ago, and fumbled the kickoff in his first opportunity early in the second quarter. As there's Pilot down on the benches for the Red Raiders, but now it's Hensley's turn. The senior quarterback getting his opportunity, back to pass, looking for his receiver, and way over the top of the head of Wallner, and drops incomplete out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd and 10 at the 34 with 2:20 to go. Rapids just a single timeout left. Coombs coming back in for Rucker. Marshfield with 3 timeouts. Rapids has needed to use their 2 timeouts because they haven't been able to get the play in on time, and they're taking forever again. They're going to have to call another timeout, and they do. With 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go, Wisconsin Rapids uses their final timeout of the half, as we're going to just keep it here for a while, as again at halftime we'll step aside for some commercials, but then the Wisconsin Rapids pep band along with the dance team will all be performing at halftime here this evening. Again, the Marshfield Tigers, one win away from being playoff eligible. They are 5-0 overall and are ahead 24-0 here tonight. Their upcoming games, after this one, they will host Oshkosh North, who is winless in the VFA South. And then they will host DC Everest on October 5th, the last regular season game at Beale, before they hit the road for their final game of the regular season. But the way that they're playing right now, like I said, might be the last regular season game at Beale. But if Marshfield can host a playoff game, that would be absolutely phenomenal for the community of Marshfield. That one's going to be handed off to Coombs on the far. No, it's going to be kept by Hensley and taken, and it's going to be, he's going to slip out of bounds. Stop the clock, and that one's Scully. Thought Coombs had the ball for sure, and nice job by Hensley. 2:14 to go, 3rd and 4 at the 3rd and 5 at the 39-yard line. We'll see because Marshfield will have the ball to begin the second half. If they're able to stop the Red Raiders on this play, and the clock keeps running, we'll see if Coach Gadel takes the timeout, back to pass, and hits immediately and caught by Wallner. It's going to be 1st and 10. Hensley able to stay in there, take the hit, and fire a strike. And Bushak with the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders at the 47-yard line. Now 2 minutes to go. Clock is running. They have the chain set. Near side, I believe, is Lazitza, and it is. Schooley, the other receiver near side. And back to pass again is Hensley. He's looking for his receiver. Has Schooley open and off the hands of Schooley and incomplete. Might have heard the footsteps of Nolan Hurdle. As soon as Schooley touched the ball, as soon as Schooley touched the ball, Hurdle was there and was able to break it up. Schooley, one of the top players on this team, just a junior at 5'9", 170 pounds. 3 receivers near side. Wallner, the receiver to the far side. Hensley still the quarterback with 1:35 to go in the opening half. Pistol formation. He gives it up to Coombs, and he's got room past the 50 to the 45 to the 40 and a first down to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for Nash Coombs. From 139 to the other 39, and it's 1st and 10 for Lincoln. 1:20 to go now. They have the chain set. They got to think of putting the ball in the end zone here. Hensley has put together a great drive. And he has it back to pass. No pressure on him. And Wallner with it, and it's going to be over the head of Lazitza, and a penalty flag, penalty marker on the play. There's going to be a holding on Marshfield. Lazitza, a very quick receiver, and the defender on the far side just unable to stay with him and need to get a little cloth on the play. And they're going to mark it off. It's going to become another first down. 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line with 1:03 to go. Play clock running, but the game clock is not. 2 receivers far side, Wallner near side. Hensley, shotgun formation, back to pass again. Pressure coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz, and untouched from the strong side. And Alex Werman with the sack. Under 40 seconds to go. 2nd and 18, ball on the 38-yard line. Gave just about every yard back after the penalty. And he's going to give it up to Coombs up the middle. Met immediately, and down he goes. And getting a little chippy now, as now 20 seconds to go. 3rd and 18. Ball on the 39, now under 15 seconds to go. The 2 receivers to the far side don't quite know what the play is. Everybody set, they get it off. Here comes the pressure. And that was going to be over the top of the head of Lazitza and incomplete with 2 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 4th and 18 at the 39-yard line. Just past 8 o'clock here in central Wisconsin. You're watching Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raider football and the Marshfield Tigers in VFA West action. Steve Aves alongside Lindsey Rasmussen. You're watching on Tri-Media and Focus on Marshfield. Marshfield taking the 24-12 lead off of a couple of mistakes by the Red Raiders and a couple of fantastic runs by the Marshfield Tigers. Hensley, shotgun formation, final play of the half, pending a penalty. They're going to have him down the sideline. Got tripped up a little bit, and they will not call it. And that will do it after 1 half of play. It's the Marshfield Tigers 24, the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders 12. We're going to step aside, play some commercials, show you the Rapids pep band and dance team. Austin Pelot getting carted off into the locker room, but we'll be back with the start of the second half after this. It is Marshfield 24, Wisconsin Rapids 12.
My name is Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car, and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers.
UW-Stevens Point is home.
It's a university where professors know your name and get you involved in research.
They inspire us to realize big dreams.
At UW-Stevens Point, sustainability is what we stand for.
Our beautiful campus encourages exploration, developing new fields, and problem solving for the real world.
It's a great place to launch your career.
UW-Stevens Point is home.
Apply today at uwsp.edu.
UW-Stevens
and wind captain Jacob Milner. The marching band is excited to share the movie music of John Williams. He has composed some of the most popular, recognizable, and critically acclaimed film scores in cinematic history. That includes Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, and E.T. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. marching band would like to welcome you to our very own Jurassic Park. And finally, the classic movie, E.T. E.T. tells the story of a child that summons the courage to help a friendly alien escape Earth and return to his home world.
How much money do you need after that? Your guys, all your guys. Huh?
celebration, we ask that all Lincoln High School fans stand and join the Red Raider Band in the Lincoln High School fight song. Go Red Raiders! How about a big round of applause for Jeannie Olson and our musicians, especially our seniors. I want to recognize our seniors tonight. Thank them for the leadership and dedication. Congratulations on a great 4 years here at Lincoln High School. I'm making this the best marching season we've ever had at Lincoln High School. Great job, all of you.
Who put yours in?
Found a warm soda though. By the grill? No, it's in my car. Oh.
I was taking stats and then I was like, there's too much going on.
You're not across. Yeah. Too bad they played different from last Saturday, but
Located just north of Highway 10 in Chile is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chile Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chile Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chile Implement. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive.
They put 3 more minutes on after this.
oh, you can't.
I don't know. I don't understand how they do it.
We're kicking off to start the second half.
My name is Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car, and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers.
Brought that back. You can kind of see the pile of wood behind the hockey building over here. We'll have that Sunday evening. There'll be all kinds of activities during the week. Powder puff football, all kinds of other activities going on as well. And the big game next week, Friday, we host Wausau West here in our homecoming game. There'll also be our Hall of Fame night as well. So let's look forward to this next week for our students and our fans here at Lincoln High School as we enter 2018-19 homecoming week.
I just can't believe it's, week 6 already. It just flies by. Especially when you get 3 games in before school starts.
Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome back to Southwood County 2000 Field here on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School as we get you ready for the second half as Rapids will be kicking off to Marshfield to begin half number 2. Rapids got off to not a quick start, but a lead. They took over 6 minutes on their opening drive, a big 25-yard run by Nash Coombs, and then was able to punch it in from a yard out on a 4th down and able to put it in the end zone, a 6-0 lead at that point. The PAT was no good. And then just over 2 minutes later, Marshfield went down the field and scored, able to go up 8-6. Rapids on a 5-yard touchdown scamper, or a 5-yard touchdown, was able to go up 12-8. The 2-point conversion was no good. And then Marshfield got it back again, going down the field on just one play and taking the 16-12 lead. And then adding one more to go up 24-12 heading into the second half. As saw Austin Pilot warming up for Wisconsin Rapids, but did not have his helmet on. Let's see if he still does not have his helmet on or with him. So we will most likely see Austin Hensley the rest of the way. Probably concussion protocol for Pilot, and that one goes out of bounds on the kick again. And they're going to force him to kick again. It's going to be one troublesome for Wisconsin Rapids here tonight, as Mac Lucas has been unable to kick it past the 35-yard line of the other side. Marshall's got a returner standing at the 20-yard line. And they're going to try it again. And another pooch kick will be taken at the 35-yard line, going to the far side, up the middle, breaks a tackle, has room, has a lot of room on the far side, stiff arm, and that is where the Marshfield Tigers will take over. That's Isaiah Viral, and it'll be 1st and 10 with some more fantastic field position to begin things here in half number 2. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line of the Marshfield Tigers. Ryan Kruger back, long sleeves on, long black sleeves on, orange pants, white tops, black helmets, black socks. As they fake the toss to Bowman up the middle and past the 50 to the 49-yard line of Wisconsin Rapids. And it'll be 1st and 10. Or it'll be second and 7 from the 49-yard line of Wisconsin Rapids. 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation again. Looks like Byrle's back there again with Kruger. Back to pass. Has the receiver down the middle. Oh, just off the fingertips of Caden Pierce. And just a game of inches and just missed it. Would have been a long touchdown pass. But right off the fingertips of Caden Pierce, and it falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 7 with 11:13 to go in the third quarter. Opening drive of the second half for the Marshfield Tigers. 1 receiver, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation again for Kruger. Back to pass, 3rd and 7. Little pressure on him, gets away on the screen pass, and he will fall forward for the first down. Past the 40 to the 39-yard line. They'll be right at the 40, but a first down. Isaiah Byrle again. Seeing a little more of Isaiah here in the second half to begin things. With 11 minutes to go. 1st and 10 at the 40. Receiver near side is Isaac Meverden. 1 receiver to the far side. 2 running backs with Kruger. Shotgun up the middle. The run goes on the draw, or on the dive, and nothing doing. Matt Schooley with the tackle, and just a gain of a couple to the 38-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd and 8 with under 10 minutes, or under 10 and a half to go. Wisconsin Rapids scoring on their first possession of the game. Marshfield trying to do the same here in the second half, scoring their first possession. 10 minutes to go, 24-12. Back to pass. Wide receiver screen on the far side and met immediately and dragged back and tackled immediately. And gain of nothing. Maybe a loss of a half a yard. They're going to put him at the 38. No gain, no loss on the play. Just perfectly read on the far side by the Wisconsin Rapids defender. Third and a long, 8 at the 38. 9:25 to go. Shotgun formation, back to pass again as Kruger has his receiver on the far side. Caught, but came back. They're going to give him forward progress, and it looks like they will give him the first down. Generous spot there. Oh, it'll be extremely close. The head referee over to look. Joey Gato, and they will give him the first down. On a long 3rd and 8, they pick up 8.5. We play under with 9:14 to go in the third quarter. Again, we would like to thank our sponsors as always, but give a special shout out to Solaris, Bring Cycle and Fitness, Grace's Family Restaurant, Make Automotive, and Mid-State Technical College. Kruger keeps the ball and past the 25 to the 21-yard line. It's going to be just short of the first down, a gain of 9 on the play. Don't forget to stick around for our post game. Have an opportunity to talk to the winning head coach and our Zaleski player of the game. Shotgun formation is Kruger. Two receivers stacked on each side. Back to pass. Pressure on him. Got it knocked away on the ground and picks it up. There goes Byral. Has room. And inside the 5 reaches to the end zone. And will be down at the 1. Rapids knocked the ball out of Kruger's hands. Byral picks it up and goes 20 yards. It'll be first and goal at the 1. What a play. What a heads up play by Byral. It'll be first and goal at the 1. I formation, the first time we've seen it tonight. Hands it to his running back, falls forward, and touchdown. Bowman with his 3rd touchdown of the night. 2 rushing, 1 receiving. And will they try their 2-point conversion? It looks like they will not. Coffrin will have an opportunity for his first PAT of the night. Will Voss will be in to hold for Marshfield. They go 51 yards in 3 minutes and 53 seconds, and through the uprights, and Coffrin nails it perfectly and good. With 8:07 to go in the 3rd quarter, it's the Marshfield Tigers 31, the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders 12. We'll be back after this with the kickoff from Lincoln High School.
Is home.
It's a university where professors know your name and get you involved in research.
They inspire us to realize big dreams.
At UW Stevens Point, sustainability is what we stand for.
Our beautiful campus encourages exploration, developing new fields, and problem solving for the real world.
It's a great place to launch your career.
UW Stevens Point is home.
Apply today at uwsp.edu.
UW Stevens.
Back to Lincoln High School, where the Marshfield Tigers now up 31-12 with 8:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. The big play on that drive, besides a couple of big passes and a couple of runs, was the forced fumble by the Lincoln defense on Ryan Kruger. Able to pick it up was Isaiah Byral and go 20 yards on the fumble recovery and run. But Coffrin now kicking from the 40-yard line. Scully and Rucker back to receive. That was going to be a line drive. Rucker takes it at the 7. Has room on the far side. Past the 35 and gets run out of bounds. Past the 30, to the 33-yard line, and that is where Wisconsin Rapids will take over in the 3rd quarter. Austin Pilot, no helmet, and he will just walk the sidelines up and down the rest of the evening tonight. So that means Austin Hensley will have the opportunity for Lincoln here tonight. Got Nash Coombs, Sam Wallner near side, Nate Scully in the slot, Dylan Lazitz on the far side. Hensley's game now for Rapids. Back to pass. And caught by Lazitza. Breaks a tackle to the past the 45. And it gets run out of bounds right at the 44-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Wisconsin Rapids. Into the game comes Nathan Yankee. The 1st and 10, first play of the second half for Rapids. Goes for 11 yards and a first down. 3 receivers near side, one of the far side. Hensley. Pistol formation with Coombs in the backfield with him. Hands it off to Nash. Breaks it out to the outside, past the 45. It gets stalemated past the 45 to the 46 or 47. And there's going to be a penalty marker on the play. A late penalty marker. And the head ref just threw it again to around where it would be. And it'll be on Wisconsin Rapids as the Red Raiders are starting to move back. Gonna be a personal foul. And that will mark them back 15 from the end of the play. So it would have been second and 7 from the 47. That will go back 15 yards. And just trying to get everything sorted out. That's just going to go back 10 yards. It'll be first and 17. Now that should go back 5 more yards. Most personal fouls are 15 yards, so went back 10 yards from the end of the play. Should go back 5 more. Just trying to get everything sorted out. The line judge on the far side blew the play dead. And they'll keep her right there. Not quite sure why. No, but that's where they'll take it. First and 17 from the 37-yard line instead of first and 22. But Rapids will have it. Shotgun formation again is Hensley back to pass. Rushes on. Has his receiver, and now it's going to be over the head. Lazitza and Hensley were not on the same page, and incomplete over the head. Past the defender, Riley Bushek. It'll be now second and 17 from the 37 with 7:26 to go in the third quarter. Marshfield 31, Rapids 12. Shotgun formation again with the running back near side. Gives it off to Schooley on the sweep. Has room on the far side. Penalty marker down and a great open field tackle on the far side. There's going to be another flag on the play. Hurdle with another great open field tackle. Along with Bushak on the far side, I believe. Discussing the penalty. The penalty flag is right at the 35-yard line on the near hash. And a chop block on Wisconsin Rapids. Let's see if they had a loss of yards on the play anyway, so it would have been third and long. But they will march it back even further. It'll be second and a mile for Wisconsin Rapids. The first down marker is at Marshfield's 46-yard line. And right now they are standing at their own 18-yard line. That's going to be second and 36 from the 18. Hensley back in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Coombs in the backfield with Hensley. Back to pass, rushes on again. Finds Lazitza, picks up quite a few to the 30-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 12. That'll be third and 24. With 6:40 to go here in quarter number 3. Rapids looked like they had a promising drive going, and then a couple of big penalties, including a personal foul, and then a chop block. Instead of second and 7, it was first and 17, and then went backwards from there. Third and 25 from the 31. Back to pass goes Hensley again. This one's over to Schooley and dropped. And it falls incomplete. And it now fourth and 25 from the 31, and Lidzitsa will be back to punt for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, more games going on around the area. Spencer Columbus is at Colby. Athens is at Loyal. Greenwood is at Assumption tomorrow right here for homecoming for the Assumption Royals. Dylan Lazitza back to punt again, that rugby-style kick, and that one goes out of bounds and is caught by a Marshfield Tiger on the on the sideline, and that does not even get to the first down marker. But that is where the Marshfield Tigers will start things. 1st and 10 with 6:10 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back with Marshfield's offense after this.
My name is Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes.
Marshfield starts their drive off with a big run and a first down. And now Marshfield is Isaiah Byro with a big run, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Rapids 38. Some of those scores that we read off for you. Owen Withy beating up on Thorpe 53-6. Spencer Columbus and Colby in our Select Sports Show Game of the Week. Spencer Columbus out to a 27-0 lead over the Colby Hornets. And Loyal putting their mark on Athens. And that one's going to be up the middle. And Bowman with a tough run. And it's going to be close to a first down. And it should be a first down. Maybe second and a very, very short one. They'll give them the first down. Loyal beating up on Athens 40-0. That one was at half. About 20 minutes ago. And the game here, Marshfield 31 and Rapids 12. Marshfield marching down the field again. Gives it up the middle and bounces outside and still moving his feet. Past inside the 25, still going. Almost fell forward to the 20. I think he did. No, 21. 22. A gain of a tough run of 7 yards. That's going to be 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go. Here in quarter number 3, a single receiver near side. One to the far side. He gives it up the middle again. That one's going to be bounced to the outside. Has room. Cuts inside. It'll be wrapped down. That's Caden Pierce again. And it's going to be 1st and goal now at the 7. 4:44 now to go. 4:35 to go in the third quarter. Marshfield was down 6-0 halfway through the first quarter and has been all Tigers since. That one's going to be bounced to the outside. There's going to be a penalty flag. Going to march into the end, or get his foot into the end zone for at the 1-yard line, I believe. But there's going to be a penalty flag, and Kruger already knows. And there's going to be a holding penalty on Marshfield. One of the first penalties on Marshfield tonight, as it's been a very clean game for the most part on both sides, except for the many kicks out of bounds for Wisconsin Rapids, and the last drive where they went 2nd and 36. But we play with 4:21 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 19, 1st and goal from the 19. Now it's going to be to Bowman. He's bounced it outside. Sticks his arm out for a stiff arm, and there's going to be a penalty flag on the play. It might be a late hit on Wisconsin Rapids. Bowman was out of bounds. I don't know if Red Raider slipped and hit him or went after him when he was out of bounds, but it is going to be a personal foul on Wisconsin Rapids, their second in as many drives. Let's see if they put this one 10 or 15, because last time they put it only 10 yards, and they'll mark it right at the 9-yard line, another 10-yard personal foul. That also might have been half a distance. First and goal back to the 9, where they started things. Under 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Shotgun formation, two running backs on both sides of Kruger. Gives it up to Bowman, spins off, takes 2 spins, breaks a tackle, and into the end zone, touchdown. Brant Bowman again, touchdown number 4 on the night. Third on the ground, and it is now 37-12 Marshfield Tigers. And into attempt the PAT is Mason Coffrin. The first half, he did not have an opportunity to kick the PAT. They went for 2 each time on 3 very unique formations. Will Voss to hold at the 10-yard line for the PAT. Snaps good, holds good, and kick is perfect. And through the uprights and good, and with 3:41 to go in the third quarter, is now the Marshfield Tigers 38 and the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders 12. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. Rapids back to receive again. I believe that's Nathan Schooley, and Rucker back again to receive for Wisconsin Rapids. Mason Coffrin. A score from the Edgar Laconia game. Edgar with a 48-0 win, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Back to receive was Schooley. Hands it off to Rucker on the reverse and was not fooling anybody. And he'll be dropped at the 20-yard line. And that is where Austin Hensley and the Red Raiders will take things with 3:30 to go. Trailing 38-12. Again, we'll have an opportunity to talk to the winning coach of this one and give you a Zaleski Sports Show player of the game. Hensley, shotgun formation. Nash Coombs flanks him to the left. 3 receivers to the far side. That one's going to be given to Lazitz at the 25. Tries to break a tackle, but is tackled down at the 25-yard line, a gain of 5. Possibly an opportunity to talk to Bentley Schwannebeck. There's going to be a penalty flag on the play, as the head official talking to the Red Raiders. As it's now 3:12 to go. This is a illegal substitution. 12 players on the field. I don't know if they had 12 players when the play started or what, but it'll, instead of a 2nd and 5, they'll mark them back. A late penalty flag on that play, but they will mark them, continue to march back all the way to the 10-yard line. So it will be 2nd down at the 10. 2nd and 20 from the 10-yard line. Hensley stands at his own 5 in the shotgun formation, gives it up to Coombs and gets ripped down at the 10. No gain on the play. Maybe a half a yard. Maybe 3rd and 19 from the 11. With under 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3. With a win here tonight, Marshfield will be playoff bound this year. And if they keep on winning, back to passes Hensley and caught at the 20 and tackled down at the just past the original line of scrimmage at the 21-yard line. A gain of 10. It'll be 4th and 9. Sam Wallner with the catch and run. 4th and 9 with 2 minutes to go. As the line judge near side says 3rd down, and it is going to be 3rd down because the play that was called for the penalty was a no play. So now it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 21-yard line. So the first down play was scratched off, and they're going to call a delay of game on Wisconsin Rapids. So it'll be 3rd and 14 now from the 16. So a lot of confusion on this drive for both sides as the referee on the near side now talking to the head official. And they have it marked down at 4th and 15 on the scoreboard, but the chain gain has it down as 3rd down. As Wisconsin Rapids is going to call a timeout there first of the half. And with 1:41 to go in the 3rd quarter, Wisconsin Rapids trails Marshfield 38-12. And again, with a lot of confusion on this drive, the first play of this drive was a gain of 5 on the pass play, but then it was taken away with too many players on the field. And then it was marked back to the 10-yard line. And then it was taken away. So everybody thought that it was 2nd down on the 2nd and 20 play. They gained a couple on the 2nd down play, which should have been 1st down. And then instead of 4th down, it is now 3rd down. So a lot of confusion on the Rapids sideline, along with the chain gang and the officials. But Wisconsin Rapids will have the ball now at 3rd and for what had happened for Wisconsin Rapids. But 1:41 to go here in quarter number 3. Wisconsin Rapids will have the ball working right to left on a 3rd and 15 from their own 15. So a lot of confusion by the officials trying to figure out what's going on. And as usual, they are not mic'd up here in high school football. And now Coach Gatel's going to get an explanation because it looked like the official just picked up the flag and might mark a back to take away the delay of game penalty. A lot of standing around the last couple of minutes here at Southwood County 2000 Field here on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. Next week, homecoming for the Red Raiders. They will host the Wausau West Warriors, who fell to the Spash Panthers this afternoon, 21-0. That is Spash's first conference win of the year, their first overall win of the year. And they will take away the delay of game penalty, and it will be 4th down. So after all that, it's going to be 4th down. 4th down for Wisconsin Rapids with 1 minute and 41 seconds to go. And Coach Biolo still wants a little explanation. They would have 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. And Hensley in the shotgun formation. As Nash Coombs doing some jumping jacks to stay warm. As we creep up on the 9 o'clock hour here in central Wisconsin, you're watching Marshfield Tigers football along with the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School Red Raider football on Focus on Marshfield, Tri-Media. Steve Aves alongside Lindsey Rasmussen as Marshfield leads 38-12. Now down to 46 degrees, a north wind at 7 miles an hour, a frost advisory in effect tonight. 3rd down now and 10. Back to passes Hensley after that. Caught by Lisitza, past the 35. And a 1st down to the 38-yard line. Gain of 18 after all of that. And Rapids has a 1st down. So after the long delay, Hensley able to find Dylan Lisitza for an 18-yard gain, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders with 80 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Back to pass, rushes on. Lisitza catches it again at the 40-yard line. A penalty flag on the play, past the 50, coming near side, and it runs out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And there's going to be a holding penalty on Wisconsin Rapids. So the big gain by Lisitza will be brought back, and it'll be 1st and 20 now. 1st and 20 now for Wisconsin Rapids. With 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Well, they'll just keep on marching them back. Now 1st and it says 16 on the board, but I do not believe that's under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. The ball is on the 22-yard line, 1st and 26. So the 10-yard penalty from where the holding took place. Back to passes Hensley again, coming near side. It's going to be dropped. A low pass and away from his receiver, Sam Wallner, who made one of the catches of the year on the opening drive, a one-handed snag out of the year inside the 5-yard line, which resulted in a touchdown for Rapids early on. 42 seconds to go, opening yard line, and a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 22 with under 30 seconds to go. After a long, drawn-out delay in just a couple of plays ago, Rapids is able to get a long first down on a 18-yard gain, and then a holding penalty marching back, 3 seconds to go. And that will do it here in quarter number 3. After 3 quarters of play from Southwood County 2000 Field here on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School, it is the Marshfield Tigers 38 and the Red Raiders 12. We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville.
To the 4th quarter we go. Wisconsin Rapids facing a 3rd and 22 from their own 26-yard line. Marshfield's defense has been phenomenal the last couple of quarters, and that one's going to be caught at the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 10, but it'll still bring up a 4th and 12 from Lazitza, who has had a great game of his own here tonight. 4th and 12 for Wisconsin Rapids. Back to receive Isaac Meverden. 3 gunners to the left. Lazitza back to punt. And that one's going to be punted away, and it will be sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official stops. And he will stop at the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Marshfield Tigers. We'll see if Ryan Kruger comes back out for Marshfield, up by 26. And it does not look like it. So now in to play quarterback, Will Voss. Voss, the new quarterback for the Marshfield Tigers. Also back there, Mason Coffrin. Oh, Voss coming out. Nope, he's getting the play. Giving the play to his new alignment. So 11:17 to go, 4th quarter. Starters come out for the Marshfield Tigers, and a timeout taken by Coach Gadel here on the opening drive of the 4th quarter for the Marshfield Tigers. Again, a new batch of Tigers in there for Marshfield. Like I said, Will Voss along with Mason Coffrin. Also saw Brandon Berg in there. Eric Foles, a senior lineman, 6 foot, 265. Also got 77, Cody Brew in there. Wisconsin Rapids sticking with their original guys in at defense. But just 11 minutes, 17 seconds to go, and the Marshfield Tigers will be playoff eligible once again this year. And they still have 3 games remaining. Like I said, they are back home after this one. They host Oshkosh North, and then DC Everest. Back-to-back weeks. Back to pass goes Voss. Received by Berg. He's got it at the 45, in past the 50 and into Wisconsin Rapids territory. As first, 2nd and 9 for Marshfield. Good pass and catch there from Voss to Berg. And under 11 minutes to go. We'll have an opportunity to talk to Coach Dennis Gadel. Had an opportunity to talk to him before the game. Make sure everything is in. All the ducks are in the row to talk to him after the game. Now it's going to be flipped. That was going to be taken inside the 40. Simon Beatty with the carry. The 5'5", 130-pound junior. It's going to be a first down for Marshfield. Also have an opportunity to talk to Bentley Schwanebeck after the game as well. Our Lesky Sports Show player of the game on defense this week for Marshfield, as they did give up those 2 early touchdowns, but have been steady the rest of the way, and now it's going to be passed incomplete. And it will be 2nd and 10 with under 10 minutes to go. Don't forget to check out SeleskySportsShow.com for all of our upcoming live streams. Have a regular season starting to wind down already. A lot of homecomings this week, a lot of homecomings next week. Around the area, around the state. Already week number 6 here in Wisconsin high school football. Back to Voss, pistol formation. Gives it up to his running back, Coffin, runs over the defender. Tries to break a tackle. And past the 35 to the 34-yard line. And a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 6 with under 10 minutes to go. I give a 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 33. Wisconsin Rapids homecoming is next week. They will host the Wausau West Warriors, who fell to the Spash Panthers today. Spash with their first win of the year, 21-0 over Wausau West. Spash held to 200 yards. Broken tackle, and Marshfield will pick up a first down. Sam Hinson with the carry. The 5'10" running back, weighing in at 160 pounds, and a junior for the Marshfield Tigers. They have a bonfire scheduled for Sunday night. They said they have a whole pile of wood just outside of the hockey arena here on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. All the festivities start on Sunday. I believe the dance on Saturday night. Assumption, I know, is homecoming tomorrow. They host Greenwood. Now it's going to be bounced out to the outside. Now it's Coffin to the 20, to the 15. Gets ripped down and out of bounds by Blake Haferman. Offerman with the tackle with 9 minutes to go here in quarter number 4. Marshfield and host Oshkosh North next week and then after that they host the DC Everest Evergreens in the final regular season home game at Beal Stadium before they head to their new place next year. Now it's going to be tossed to the outside to the 15 and dragged down before he gets to the 10. That's Malachi Fikson. And it'll be second down for Marshfield. Again, with all of our sponsors, we'd like to thank everyone that helps us put these broadcasts on, but I'd like to give a special shout out to our Wisconsin Rapids sponsors, Solaris, Bring Cycle and Fitness, Grace's Family Restaurant, Make Automotive, and Midstate Technical College. Shotgun formation for Voss. Two running backs are flanking him to the outside, bounces it away, and there's going to be a penalty flag across the end zone. And it would be a touchdown, but there is a penalty flag at the 8-yard line. There's going to be a holding on the Marshfield Tigers. It'll be second. They'll repeat second down. They'll take it at the 7 or 8 yard line and march it back 10 yards. Again, playoff starting the 19th of October. .806 to go here in quarter number 4. And a counter play down the sideline, reach for the end zone, and gets knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. So it'll be, they give them the first down. It'll be third and a yard. Well, they'll say 3rd and 3. 3rd and 1. 3rd down for Marshfield. Inside the 5. Gives it to Coffin up the middle. Runs over his defender and into the end zone. And another touchdown for the Marshfield Tigers. Now 44-12 with 7:54 to go. And that'll be 33, so no running clock here tonight yet. With under 8 minutes to go, Coffin now in to attempt the PAT as Rapids faithful starting to find the exits. Coffin for the PAT up and a low line drive and good through the uprights. And with 7:54 to go, Marshfield extends their lead now, leads 45-12. We'll be back with the kickoff after this.
My name is Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car, and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers.
Our second string is.
Yeah, they're really good.
Back to Southwood County 2000 Field here on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. Marshfield up 24-12 at halftime. 3 touchdowns here in the second half to go up 45-12 with under 8 minutes to go. And Coffin will kick from right to left. End over end kick. Deep kick. Rucker will take it at the 10-yard line. Have room up the middle and get roped down at the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Austin Pilot, the starting quarterback for Wisconsin Rapids, out after taking a hard hit at the end of the second quarter. Sat on the bench at the end of the second quarter to get evaluated, was taken into the locker room on the cart, and then came out into the second half with no helmet on or no helmet with him, as that one's going to be taken by Coombs. Breaks a couple tackles past the 35 with the spin move to the 40 and to the 50-yard line, gets ripped out of bounds. And a big gain for Nash Coombs to the Marshfield 47-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. 7:38 to go in quarter number 4. Again, don't forget to stick around as we'll name our Zaleski Sports Show Player of the Game, which did just a couple minutes ago, but we'll gives it up to Rucker up the middle, breaks a couple tackles past the 40, and will get tackled at the 40-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Peter Rucker, just a freshman. A big freshman at that. 5'9", 190-pound freshman is Peter Rucker. Again, a fantastic game a week ago. A couple of touchdowns against the Wausau East Lumberjacks, and was unstoppable on the ground. You got Lazitza and Schooley to the far side. Wallner to the near side as Hensley's back to pass and skips it in there, and it's incomplete. And another penalty. It might be the 3rd personal foul on Wisconsin Rapids. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Wisconsin Rapids. Let's see if we can get a number on that. Joseph Whitemarsh. That'll be a penalty on both sides. And it'll be offsetting. And so it'll be second. Looks like Coach Gatel's trying to decline it, but it was a penalty on both sides. So it'll be 2nd and 2. Ball on the 40-yard line of Marshfield. Hensley, pistol formation, gives it up to Rucker again with room up the middle. Falls forward to around the 35-yard line, and another 1st down for the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. 6:20 to go. Marshfield with a 45-12 lead. They will head to 6-0 on the year. 5-0 in the VFA West. Again, other games going on around the area. DC Everest went over to Escanaba. Hensley back to pass. Hensley sets it down the sideline and incomplete. With under 6 minutes to go. So DC Everest went up to Escanaba. Hortonville was at Oshkosh West tonight. Kaukauna at Appleton North. Appleton East was at Appleton West. Kimberly was at Neenah tonight. Probably the game of the night, game of the week in the VFA. Probably around the whole state. Fond du Lac and Neenah both have 5-0 back to passes. Hensley again. And off the hands and incomplete to Wallner. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 with 5:52 to go. So the standings as of right now, pending the outcome of this one. Marshfield at 4-0. DC Everest and Wausau West were both at 2-3. Wisconsin Rapids at 1-3, and Spash is at 0-4 in the conference. But West will fall to 2-4, and Spash now at 1-4. Coombs takes it, spin move, and will get nowhere. Get ripped down for a loss of a yard and go nowhere. Now 4th and 11 to the 36-yard line. The VFA South, Fond du Lac and Neenah both at 5-0. Hortonville was at 3-2. Oshkosh West was at 1-3, and Oshkosh North at 0-5. Rapids will go for it here on 4th and 11 with 5 minutes to go. Back to passes. Hensley again rushes on and gives Lazitza with the catch. Breaks a couple tackles to the 15. Goes to the other side, has an opening, and gets tackled. But it will be a 1st and goal, 1st and 10 at least. Might be a 1st and goal at 1st and 10 at the 11. So 4th and 11, and Hensley goes to his favorite receiver, Dylan Lazitza, with a great catch and run after the fact, and picks up big yardage for the Red Raiders, and his 1st and 10 from the 11 with under 5 minutes to play. Kimberly forward 1, Appleton North at 3-2. Up the middle goes Coombs and gets tackled inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Kaukauna was at 2-2 after their loss a couple weeks ago to Marshfield. Appleton West at 2-3, and Appleton East at 1-4. I would say all those records will have changed tonight, especially that big one, Kimberly at Neenah tonight. And it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 9. 2 receivers near side. Nathan Schooley was uncovered for a second. Gives it up the middle to Nash Coombs. Has an opening into the end zone and in for Wisconsin Rapids. Nash Coombs a touchdown, and it's 45-18 now with 3:46 to go. Nash Coombs, one of those players, talked to him before the season, and he's not going to go out without a fight, that's for sure. Matt Lucas in to attempt the PAT. First one he attempted in the first quarter off the back of his lineman. Didn't attempt one on their second touchdown, but in for it. And a false start on Wisconsin Rapids. Pushing back a few yards, and they'll try it again. And we'll have Coach Gadel afterwards. But with 3:46 to go in the fourth quarter, we play. And it's Marshfield 45, Rapids 18. Lucas, opportunity. Now it's going to be short and no good. And Marshfield leads 45-18 with 3:45 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
Point is home.
It's a university where professors know your name and get you involved in research.
They inspire us to realize big dreams.
At UW Stevens Point, sustainability is what we stand for.
Our beautiful campus encourages exploration, developing new fields, and problem solving for the real world.
It's a great place to launch your career.
UW Stevens Point is home.
Apply today at uwsp.edu.
UW Stevens.
Early evening at dusk. Also, we have activities during the week. Football.
Check out the special teams for the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Haven't had much of an opportunity to show off what they could do, as Mac Lucas has kicked it out of bounds the 3 times that he has kicked off. Marshfield has declined every one, so then he has to kick it right back to him. And Marshfield usually starts with fantastic field position. Lucas kicks from the 40, There's a nice kick over the top. He'll be taken at the 18-yard line. Has room on the near side. What a tackle. Fantastic tackle there, and that is the special teams for Wisconsin Rapids. Garrett Juneman with the tackle. What a fantastic special teams effort that was by Wisconsin Rapids. Instead of kicking it out of bounds every time, was able to kick it, and Marshfield had to return on a great play, great open field tackle, and Marshfield will take over at their own 18-yard line, up 45-18 with 3:39 to go in quarter number 4. Voss back to his duties at quarterback. Flips it back and has room on the far side. Takes it and will trip past the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 again for the Marshfield Tigers. Under 3:30 to go. Finally believe that fall is upon us. Had that hot weather last week. 10 million mosquitoes out after the rain last week. And then got some rain last night, and the cold front came in and supposed to get some frost tonight. Coffrin gets stood up at the 30-yard line. He'll be tackled right there and go nowhere. 3 minutes to go. Just about 3 minutes to go here. 4th quarter. Marshfield leads 45-18. Scored the first 3 touchdowns of the second half. Nash Coombs able to power his way through the Marshfield defense. Score the last touchdown for the Red Raiders. That one's going to be passed. Speed demon down the field and well over the head. Simon Beatty has the wheels, but just overthrown him was Will Voss. And with 2:45 to go, it's going to be 3rd and 10 at the 30-yard line. See if Rapids offense gets another opportunity. Great crowd on hand for much of this game. Marshfield traveling well as usual. Student section, parents and fans alike. Now it's going to be up the middle. Counter play again. Has room to the 40, to the 50, to the 45, 40, and to the 30, to the 20, and gets ripped down, and he's going to be down at the 2-yard line. On a 3rd and 10, gets all the way down to the 2-yard line. Bradley Dickinson, a 5'8 junior, on the counter play that has struck the Red Raiders all night. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1.5. Looks like the 2. Now they say the 3. They had 1. I said 2, and then they put it up to 3. So with 2:15 to go, Marshfield going to try and punch it in once more. Voss in the pistol. Gives up to Coffrin, and it is into the end zone for the touchdown. Mason Coffrin. Now 51-18. Most points that Rapids has given up this season. Got beat up pretty bad by Kimberly, also Nina, but Marshfield bringing their A game tonight. They were down 6-0 with halfway through the first quarter, and then just 2 minutes later they took the lead, gave up another touchdown to begin the second quarter, and then that was it. Coffrin to attempt the PAT. Snap perfect, hold perfect, and kick. is perfect. And with 2:04 to go in the fourth quarter, it is now the Marshfield Tigers 52, Wisconsin Rapids 18. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together. Partners Bank.
Welcome back to Lincoln High School, where the number 8 Marshfield Tigers now lead 52 to 18 in the student section for the Tigers, with a chance of, I believe, that we will win, and up 52 to 18 with 2 minutes to go. That is all but conclusive here tonight from Southwood County 2000 Field on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids High School. Instead of Nate Schooley back, now it is Peter Rucker and Miles Sawyer. Now Sawyer comes in a little bit. Rucker now the only one back to receive. And there's an offsides on Marshfield on the kickoff. They've been pretty close all night as Coffrin takes a couple extra steps before he lets his leg go, and that time they get called for it. Coffrin will now kick from the 35. So a little mistiming with the special teams with 2:04 to go in the fourth. Coffrin, a couple of touchbacks in the first half. And the first time Wisconsin Rapids was able to return a kick, it was fumbled, and Marshfield took over, and that one's going to be a line drive. Rucker will take it at the 11-yard line. Has room, and will get roped down, try to break a couple tackles, and a defender for the Tigers comes in and just puts him down, and Rucker's slow getting up as he was stood up and just leveled on the return. 1:53 to go here in quarter number 4. And Rucker is a little gingerly coming to the sideline, has his helmet off, and might be it for Peter Rucker here tonight. Austin Pilot already out for Rapids. From what I could see, most likely went through the concussion protocol, and Rucker just needs a rest now on the Rapids sideline. And that one's going to be taken and falling forward to the 30-yard line. Again, of a couple. I don't believe that's Nash Coombs. That is not. Owen Greening with the rush. And with just 90 seconds to go, Rapids will let the clock just run. So an impressive game all around for the Marshfield Tigers. They will improve to 6-0 on the year, 5-0 in the Valley Football Association West Division. That one is going to be taken by Greening again, and couple of yard loss. Under a minute to go. Rapids had a very impressive opening drive, going 80 yards over 6 minutes and scoring on a rush for Wisconsin Rapids. But then, like I just said, Marshfield, a 2-minute drive to counter, went up 8-6. Rapids countered at the beginning of the second quarter with a big touchdown pass, and it was up 12-8. But after that, it was all Marshfield Tigers as they went, was that 30? 38 unanswered points to take a 45-12 lead before Rapids scored again, and that will do it here from Wisconsin Rapids. The Red Raiders, or the Marshfield Tigers, win this one in convincing fashion, 52-18. Make sure to stick around. We'll have an opportunity to talk to Coach Dennis Gadel and our Selesky Sports Show player of the game. We'll talk to Bentley Schwanebeck Osterman after this, as we're going to step aside, play some commercials, and come back to Southwest Wood County 2000 Field out here on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. We'll be back after this.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School as the final score again, Marshfield 52, Wisconsin Rapids 18. We're going to sign off here from Southwood County 2000 Field here on the campus again of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. I am Steve Maves along with Lindsey Rasmussen. We'd like to thank everybody again for tuning in, and we'd like to thank our sponsors as usual. Once again, Marshfield 52, Wisconsin Rapids 18. We'll talk again soon, everybody.